ladies and gentlemen and ladies, girls and boys and girls. Welcome back to our channel, Inspirational Minutes with David. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. They will let you know that our channel is on. Let you know it's back on. And we're going to have a little discussion. We're going through some things, as I always do, right? Hey, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. Also, if you haven't bought the book, support me. Let me move out the way as I do every week. Here, that's still woke. We're working on the audio book as I speak, and we're gonna do some new things with the book because I want to get it out there. I want everybody to read about what's going on with me and you. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, and let you know when our channel's back on. Thank you in advance for your support. I really do appreciate that. I really do. I hope everyone had a awesome week this week. As for me, hey, it is what it is. We continue to go. Hey, 20 more days. 21 days. 21 days. It's coming fast. I didn't get the memo, like I said before, that once you turn 40, you no longer get 12 months to the year. You get about 3 months to the year after you turn 40. I'm just letting you guys know right now, so, because I didn't get the memo. You will get the memo, because I just told you, right? Rewind back to this video and tell you what we were talking about after you turn 40. Thank you. Thank you in advance. Hey, listen. The audacity of won't get the book. Today we have a great deal today. I hope that by you learn by me talking about what I'm about to talk about, that you will learn something. Yes, you will learn something today. You're going to learn something today, all right? Thank you in advance. Thank you in advance. Today, our inspirational minutes with David today is properly titled, Every Important Yes Requires 1,000 No's. And I got this little quote. I've been reading this book. I read a lot of books. I've been reading this book. It's called The Important No, or The Passionate No, something like that. Great book. I'm on the 3rd chapter. Great book. Because with every important yes in your life requires 1,000 no's. You know, some things that we should have said no to a few years ago, about 3 years ago. Don't get me started, because this is March, and it happened around this time. They said we can make it a March, we can march on out the freaking year, but it did happen around this time, 3 years ago. I do understand that time has been passing by like a river. Again, I reiterate, 20 days, I'm at a new date. Oof. You know, I didn't see it go by. I counted my years and I discovered I have less time living here than I have ever lived. Again, every important yes requires 1,000 no's. I no longer have time for endless meetings where we discuss statutes and rules and criteria and procedures and internal rules, knowing that nothing will add up, like, for real. I really don't have time to put up with nonsense people who, despite their age, they still haven't grown. I have no time to negotiate with mediocrity. I don't want to be in meetings where people and their egos have a big, huge parade. People don't discuss contents, just the headlines. My time is too weak for title debates. I want to live next to human people, very human people. Very human people. Because every important yes requires 1,000 no's. I want to live around very human, critical thinking people. And who can smile from their mistakes. Who does not boast about their victories. Who defend human dignity and wish nothing but to stand on the side of truth and honesty. Essentials are what makes life worth living. It's the essentials. I want to surround myself with people who know how to reach other people's hearts. People to whom life hard blows are taught to grow up with thin caress in the soul. Yep, wait. I can't wait to live with intensity that only maturity can give me. I demand not to waste any candy or what I have left. I'm sure those would be more delicious than the ones I've eaten thus far. No one escapes it. Rich, poor, smart, destitute. Andre, God, thank you for that one. Because have the courage to try. Have the courage to say no. Because the important yes gonna come with 1,000 no's. Have the courage to be who you really are. Have the courage to contradict people who don't believe in you by making choices that align with your heart. Go for it. Have the courage to follow your heart. Have the courage to live on value energy, which is love, to hope, to believe in forever. Have the courage to leave your mask behind, and leave the fake looks, the fake personalities, and all the substitutes that hide your real face. Be real. Be authentic. Who you are, whoever you are. Have the courage to stop wanting to be like everyone else and end up being a nobody. Look beyond appearances, but also beyond your appearance. Have the courage to live the life you always dreamed of. Like, really. Stop always making excuses and justifying yourself and putting yourself down just to please yourself. Have the courage to leave behind all scenarios of normality and stop feeling guilty because other people want you to believe. Have the courage to ask for what you need and walk away from those who cannot give it to you. Have that type of courage. Because it's going to come with 1,000 no's to get that important yes. Have the courage to believe that love, L-O-V-E, living on value energy, letting out vulnerable emotions, really does exist. And that it's not because you've often been disappointed or hurt, betrayed, and abandoned that you no longer can be entitled to it. Have the courage to keep believing, hoping, dreaming, and feeding your dreams and your ambitions all the time. Never stopping believing. Never stop believing, even if everything right now leads you to believe otherwise. Not true. You see, you'll get there eventually. Please believe. Trust me. I know. Keep going. Keep going. Like the Energizer Bunny, I say. Keep going and going and going. Never give up. Because 1,000 no's gonna come to get that very important yes in your life. Take breaks. But always keep going as long as you have the strength. As long as you are alive. As long as you are not dead. So have courage. The courage to actually live. To actually grow. To actually evolve. You see, we're good at preparing to live, but not very good at living. We know how to sacrifice 10 years for a diploma. And we're willing to work very hard, studious, to get a job, a car, a house, and so on. and so on. But we have a hard time, we have difficulty remembering that we are alive in the present moment. The only moment is for us to be alive. There's some things in my life that taught me 1,000 no's to get to the important yes. You see, here are 10 things that have taught me. And please listen. Most of our lives is spent chasing false goals and worship false ideals. The day you realize that is the day you really start to live, since we're talking about living. You really, truly cannot please all of the people all of the time. Please yourself first. Be fly. Please yourself first. And your loved ones second. Everyone else is busy pleasing themselves anyway. Please trust that and trust me. Do I need to say that again? I'm going to say that again. You truly, really, truly cannot please all of the people all of the time. Please yourself first and your loved ones second. Because everyone else is busy pleasing themselves anyway. Trust me. Fighting aging. Fighting an de-aging process is like trying to catch the freaking wind. Go with it. Enjoy it. Your body is changing. But it always has been changing. Don't waste time trying to reverse that. Instead, change your mindset to see the beauty in the new. You see, no one is perfect, and nobody truly happy with their lot. When that sinks in you, you are free of comparison and free of judgment. It's only liberating. No one really sees what you do, right? Everyone sees what you do wrong. So no one really sees the things that you do right. They don't see the things that you do wrong. And when that becomes clear to you, you will start doing things for the right reason. And you'll start living and also having so much more fun. You see, you have to get to 1,000 no's before you get to that one important yes. You regret the years you spent berating your looks. The sooner you make peace with the vessel your soul lives in, the better your life will be. Your body is amazing and very important, but it does not define you. Number 7 of the 10 things. Your health is absolutely important. It's imperative. But stress, fear, fake expectations appearing real, and worry are far more dangerous, far more damaging than any delicious food or drink you may deny yourself. Happiness and peace are the best medicine. She who remember you for what becomes important factors as you age. Your love and your wisdom will live on far longer than any material thing that you can pass down. Tell your stories. They can travel farther than you can even imagine. We're not here for long, but if you're living against the wind, it can feel like a life sentence. If you are living against the wind, it can feel like a life sentence. Life should not feel like a chore. It should feel like an adventure. And the last one. Always drink the good champagne. The good champagne for you. You know what the good champagne is. Find it. And use the things you keep for the best. Tomorrow is guaranteed to no one. Today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Eat, drink, and be merry. That's from Donna Ashworth. Thank you for that one. I constantly feel guilty, battling the belief that I don't deserve it, and I'm terrible at taking responsibility. You see, guilt and responsibility are two sides of the same coin that we tend to throw in the air while waiting for it to balance on its slice. Listen, the eternal guilt. The internal guilt is the rejection of your responsibility. And when we confuse with even more guilt, already it will be overflowing. Never be fully lived, and then begins the relentless struggle of the guilty who flees from responsibility. You see, 1,000 no's will get to that one important yes. One is comfortable, but one brings sadness and overwhelm. The other is confrontational, but provides joy and personal power. Deep down, we're guilty of nothing, responsible for everything. It's all there between every second, every breath. Nothing to accomplish, nothing to run. It costs nothing to be alive. Untying the gift of life is not a right to be earned, but a responsibility to be taken. For there hides a joy that is quickly unbearable for one who lives in guilt. It is then unable to live completely full in this lifetime. There will be 1,000 no's. 1,000 no's to get to that one important yes. What if you're never ready? What if this is as close to being ready that you ever will actually be? What if the biggest regret that you have when you look back on your life is that you wasted time waiting? You see, when you wait, it becomes wait. And when you wait, they say wait broke the wagon. Waiting to be better when you were already so much very better in the first place. You were enough. So if you were saying some no's instead of saying those yeses to get to the very important yes, and the very important yes is you, things will be a lot better. I promise. Now, what if the last thought you have when your life comes to an end is that you didn't do enough living while you were alive? Listen, people. Listen, family. This is it. This is your life right here, right now. And let me tell you something. Somebody somewhere went to sleep last night assuming tomorrow will be a new day. And it wasn't. Today is the day. Every day is the day. Because life waits for no one. Seize the moment. Seize the day. Dance like no one is watching. Watch the sunset. Eat the delicious cake. Put your bare feet on cool grass. Be very alive. Be alive. Put your hands on your chest and feel that heartbeat pulsating through your body. That's all you need to be ready. You see, 1,000 no's. You will have 1,000 no's before you get to that one important yes. That is truly all the purpose you ever really needed. My family, my friends, my loved ones. You are alive. So live, and live brightly, consciously, and evolve. You see, being free, it takes courage. The courage to break away from the pretense of security. The courage to be yourself. The courage to make choices. The courage to detach from the expectations of others. The courage to make yourself, hold up, where's my point? Yourself a priority. It takes courage in that. The courage to take responsibility. The courage to not expect anything from anyone. The courage to learn more and more. The courage to be your best self. The courage to choose. Choose yourself and the courage to love who you want. Yes, in this society, it based largely on conformity. It based largely on doing what other people do to conform. The conformity, which habitually comfort us in a form of victimization. It takes a certain courage to dare to break one's chains, take care of oneself, and just be. Break out of the uncomfortable cocoon, break out of it, and live. It's simple as that. The time is to live. The time is to evolve. Because you're going to go through 1,000 no's to get to that one important yes. There comes a time when you realize that not everyone's going to like you. Sometimes they dislike you for no freaking apparent reason. And there's nothing you can do. However, their motivations are, let's see. It could be jealousy, unhappiness, or personal challenges. Realize that it's not you. It's not really you that they dislike. They really dislike themselves. You can't fix other people, nor should you try to. Empower yourself each and every day to be the best that you can be. That's all you can do. That's really all that you can control. Stop and take a deep breath. You're never going to be everyone's favorite person. And trying to please everyone will lead you to unhappiness. So be real. Be real. Be yourself and always be authentic. Celebrate your uniqueness and invigorate in your passions. It's better to be disliked for being genuine than to be loved for being fake as hell. Love your people who accept and appreciate you. Walk past the rest. You see, life is full of people trying to be what they aren't, to get things they don't need, to impress people that don't matter. Oh, do I say it again? Life is full of people trying to be what they aren't or not, to get things they don't need, to impress people that don't even effing matter. You got one life. One life. Make it count. Because believe me, there's no dress rehearsal. There's no notes. You're not getting homework. You're not getting a peep into the quiz. It's just pop quizzes throughout your life. There's no dress rehearsal. Do it your way, with your style, and let your voice be heard. And who you are and what you do may not matter to everyone else, but it will always matter to those who truly love you. If you're going to make ripples, you might as well create freaking waves. You were born for greatness. Own it. Love it. And let your beautiful light shine. This is your time. Spread your wings. Take the chance to fall in love with being alive every freaking day. And don't ever, never have to apologize for being amazing. It's your time to shine, my dear. It's your time to shine. It's your time to shine, my family. It's your time to shine. My loved ones, my friends. Live passionately. Love intensely. And always be unforgettably you. You see, the truth is in love with a lie. And the lie loves the truth. They believe in each other, and no one believes in them. The truth has promised to never lie. And the lie has promised to always tell the truth. Tonight, people, tonight, they obviously have an appointment. See, I don't know if you know this kind of feeling, but ever since I was born, I never really felt comfortable in this society. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this build today, entitled "You Have to Get to 1,000 No's to Get That One Important Yes." You know, I'm like, I've never been really comfortable in this society. It's like I'm from somewhere else. I always keep my head in the stars. I see the details that most of the people don't see. I don't look for nothing, but I see everything. I'm always withdrawing from others to constantly observe and analyze my surroundings. But the majority takes pleasure in doing almost all the same, following and adhering to the same path. And well, every time something drives me to do the opposite, to go against everything. To go against everything. Stand alone to myself, doing nothing. Just thinking, seeing, feeling, living, refocusing does me good, while very few people like me do that. They prefer to go out all the time, see a lot of people, buy things, clothes, gadgets, etc., 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 in order to feel like someone and exist in the eyes of others. You see, this uncontrollable need to change the world, to change it, to change the world. And this feeling of having a mission, like very developed extrasensory abilities, clairvoyance, clairvoyantness, innate inner knowledge, and then this thirst to learn more and more, to grow and want to grow every freaking second, not to stand injustice, hypersensitive and full of empathy for all the living beings in the world, which is very hard to live sometimes, people. I'm sure a lot of you here can relate to this. Know that you're not alone. And it's important, it's very imperative to say it, to express yourself so that others can hear it too. And in turn, sow seeds that will sprout out through the consciousness. You thought you were alone in your corner? Now you know that we're here. We are here. And we will support each other. And we will be each other and in each other's corners. Because every important yes requires 1,000 no's. Listen, if you made it this far in our inspirational minutes with David, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and let you know that our channel is back on. Get the book, The Audacity of Woke, Kindle, $9.99, softcover, $14.99, Amazon.com. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, hit the like and share, comment. I'm committed to committing back. And know that if I love myself, I love you. And when you love you, I in return love myself. I love you. And know that every important yes in your life requires 1,000 no's. Say yes to yourself first. Love yourself. I love you in truth. Peace.